Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about what items to replace your now harder to obtain GOLLUX items with. So one of the big topics in the community right now is what people are going to do because they cannot reach the damage levels needed to kill hell GOLLUX without actually having the hell GOLLUX items. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I think people are just overlooking some accessories that are very good. So today the point of the video is to just show that part off. First things first, we're going to go over is the earring. Oh, and I should just mention right now that all of these items are currently obtainable. So I'm going to show you how to obtain them as well. So, as you can see on the right side of the screen right now, I just popped up a picture of the Superior GOLLUX earrings and a Dia Sidus earring. The Dia Sidus earring drops from Horntail and Chaos Horntail. It's level 130 earring and it's very readily obtainable. There is, however, an alternative to getting this, and on my screen I'm basically just going to do stuff while I'm talking related to the boss that I'm talking about. So yeah. The one alternative to this is going to maps and stuff to mine for confusion fragments so that you can get enough confusion fragments to craft a Meister Earring. Now basically what you're going to do with the Meister Earring is you're going to take it and use it to transpose onto a level 160 Sweetwater. Now you might ask, why would you want to do that? Well, technically Sweetwater earrings are the best in slot items, and items, because there's two earrings, one for each ear, yeah. And to get it to best in slot, you basically want to take the Meister Earring, flame it so that it has 6% all stat and a decent chunk of stat for your main class, also known as your primary stat. If you're a thief, you want luck. A warrior, you want strength. A bowman, you want dex. A mage, you want int. And a pirate, you want either strength or dex. And basically, Commercy no longer requires you to have the GOLLUX prequests done, so I'm pretty sure most people can just do Commercy through the multi-dimensional mirror. That's what I do. I just use it to teleport in, and then you basically want to start farming dinero so that you can buy a Sweetwater earring clean and a Meister Earring. And what you're going to do to that Meister Earring is, I think it's called a Meister, yeah, because it's called Meister Ring, Meister Earring. Meister Earring is you're going to get it to Legendary. You're going to Star Force it to 16 stars, and you're going to flame it so that it has, can I not auto attack? Hello. And you're going to flame it so that it has the flames that I already mentioned. And then from there, you could transpose the two onto each other, and then that's how you'll get your best in slot earring. Notice you'll never have to get the GOLLUX earring. But if you want an earring in the meantime, basically all you're going to do is come kill Chaos Horntail and pray you get the Dia Sidus earring. Let's see if I can get one here. Dang it. Boom. Yep, there's one right here, as you can see. The Dia Sidus earring. And here are the clean stats for you guys to see. As you can, wow, that's a pretty good flame. As you can see, these items have very, very good flame potential, which makes us a good candidate to replace your GOLLUX earrings until you can get a Sweetwater earring. And basically, that is what's going to be a replacement for your earring. Oops. Now, for the next item, we're going to talk about pendants. Previously, the Superior GOLLUX pendant was the best in slot, and there was basically no contender that could beat it. But in some worlds, they actually don't have GOLLUX. I'm talking about Korean Maplestory. And what they decide to do is use the boss called Arcarium. I don't have the prequests done on here, so I'm not going to show the boss fight. But basically, Arcarium drops two pendants called the Dominator Pendant and the Mechanator Pendant. The what you see on the right side of your screen right now is the Mechanator Pendant. And that's basically the worser of the two. Now, I recommend you use this one because the Dominator Pendant is a super rare drop, whereas this one will drop almost every single time. Or you can choose to craft the Dominator Pendant, but that costs 5 Primal Essences and 20 Confusion Fragments, which is not worth the investment. You should use those Primal Essences and Confusion Fragments to be crafting your Meister Earrings and your Meister Rings. So that will replace your first pendant. And as previously stated, if you are one of the lucky few who happen to get Dominator Pendant as a drop, you go ahead and use that as your second best in slot, or your second pendant. But for those of you who can't, as I just showed in Chaos Horntail, he also drops a pendant which you can use as your filler pendant. Now, obviously it's not the best because it can't get enhanced past 15 stars, and neither can the Mechanator Pendant, but the point is you just need these items so that you can cube them for percent stat to get you strong enough to kill Hell GOLLUX solo or in a party. And this will cover your second pendant. For the belt, I highly recommend that you do what everyone knows as the Princess No Prequest. In the doing so, you will get 3 items: Ayame's Treasure, Hayato's Treasure, and Kana's Treasure. Kana's Treasure is going to be a ring that you're going to end up using to replace your GOLLUX ring until you need it, and it's technically better than the solid GOLLUX ring if you get it past 20 stars, which is why it is a very good contender to be used to replace your GOLLUX rings. But you get Ayame's belt in the process. By doing so, and I just want to say right now, you want to do the Princess No Prequest because eventually she is going to drop your best in slot secondary item. The boss fight, basically what you do is you kill her, she drops these shard pieces similar to how Chaos Root Abyss drops shard pieces, and you trade 15 of them in for a secondary. You get to choose what that secondary is, so obviously you're going to take the one for your class, and that is best in slot for most classes. Do not do this for classes like Kana, who use another weapon as their secondary. I highly recommend against that, because there are better potential possibility fans that you can use. For example, Sweetwater can get 13% magic attack lines as regard to 12% that you would get from CRA. So in the process of doing the prequest, you will get this belt, and that's what I recommend you use as your filler. Now we're going to move on to the rings. The first ring we're going to talk about is the Superior GOLLUX ring. Now this is arguably one of the best rings in the game, minus the Gallona's heart, I think. But right now it is really hard to get. It costs about 700 coins from the GOLLUX coin shop, which is really hard to obtain. Just to put that in perspective, 700 coins, you get an average of about 25 to 30 GOLLUX coins per run. So that would take you about 20 to 30 days of doing Hell GOLLUX just to get the ring. Keep in mind, you also need to buy 2 pendants, and maybe you get dropped the belt and the earring. Let's say you do, so you don't have to buy those. You still have to shell out another 700 coins to get your reinforced GOLLUX ring and your solid GOLLUX ring. In total, that's about 2,100 coins that you have to, no, 2,800 coins that you have to spend just to get 2 pendants and your 3 rings. And that's if you got your earrings and your belt dropped by GOLLUX. Of course, you don't need the earring if you already have your Sweetwater, so just disregard that and you can save your 700 coins. But now that we talked about that, basically, we're going to use the event going on right now, the 15th anniversary event, to get to this Chaos Ring. Now, the Chaos Ring is available for people who are 2-star ranked in the 15th anniversary event. And what I mean by that is in the coin shop here, as you can see, there's tabs for different tier levels. 5-star has certain items that only 5-star ranks can get, and so on. And in the 2-star rank, 3-star rank category is the Chaos Ring. Now, this is one of the better rings that you can buy from the coin shop, because it will come with 30 all stat and 20 attack with the ability to re-roll the stats at random. As you can see here, I have +5 magic attack on the Chaos Ring. This is a bonus, so in total, if you get really lucky, you could get 35 stat and 25 attack power of your respective class, making this the best event ring that you could possibly get. I think the SS ring is 30 all stats and 20 attack, which is just shy, but that is a really good alternative if you can't get the 3,500 coins to buy the Chaos Ring. Now for the next ring, we're going to talk about the Reinforced GOLLUX Ring. Now I've already talked about this ring a lot because it comes up in the Princess No storyline. You're basically going to get the Kana's Treasure Ring. I don't think I have one on my Kana, but the Kana's Treasure Ring, I've already talked about it. You know, you have, if you do the pre-quest, you might as well, you're going to get this ring. It's level 140, it can be 22 starred, but I highly recommend you only getting it to 17 star and protecting it all the way. You only get one and there is no way to replace this ring. For the next ring, we're going to talk about the Solid GOLLUX Ring, and you're going to be replacing it with the Reboot Cosmos Ring. Now, the Reboot Cosmos Ring can be bought for 1,200 coins in the Maple 15th Anniversary Pixel Coin Shop, and it comes with 20 attack and 20 all stat. And I have one right here so I can show you guys for reference. I need to move this over a little bit. Basically, you're going to use this ring as a filler because, again, it has really good base stats and you can cube it all the way to 30% stat potential. By that, because it's level 120, it has the second highest potential tier in the game, with the highest being for items above level 150. So the items 160 and 200, Arcane River, Japanese set, no, Japanese set's 150, and Sweetwater. But yeah, I'm going to talk about why these rings are good for the time being. I showed the wrong ring. This is the Reboot Cosmos Ring. I'm going to talk about why these rings are good to use because they actually serve a purpose, and if you can already guess why just because they're in my inventory, then good for you. And basically, your fourth ring is going to be a choice. You're going to have the choice between either a Meister Ring or the Reboot Vengeful Ring. Now, personally, I would go for the Meister Ring if you couldn't farm a Primal Essence or if you already have a Primal Essence. If not, the Reboot Vengeful Ring is also in the Pixel Coin Shop for 1,200 coins. These coupons, as you can see, are untradeable, but once you use them, they will give you a permanent version of the ring. The coupon lasts for 10 days. And I didn't really talk about it, but the Meister Ring, like I already said, with the Meister Earring, the Meister Ring can get to 22 stars and is pretty easily replaceable by farming Primal Essences. You do have to be a Meister in order to craft them, but crafting up, if you're farming Primal Essences, you will get more than enough ingredients to make your way to Meister tier. And that covers your 4 rings, your 2 pendants, and the earring that will be pretty much your substitutes until you can get your hands on the GOLLUX set. Now, there are some cons with these items. You will not get the set effect from the GOLLUX items, and specifically I mean the set effect of 30 ignore monster defense, 30% boss damage, 35 attack, 12 max, 13 max MP and max HP, and 20 all stats. Now this set effect will put you back behind because you do need IED to kill some bosses. But if you to cube these rings and any of these accessories that I just said to 3-line stat, it's not bad if you put in that investment because these rings are very good. You could use them as you work on your GOLLUX until your GOLLUX beat your current rings, or the 4 that I mentioned to replace them with, and then eventually you can replace your you can use your GOLLUX when it gets better. Thus, once these GOLLUX rings replace the fillers, you can actually recube them so that they have drop percent, meso percent, or whatever stat you need, and that's pretty much how you're going to recycle the rings after you're done with your GOLLUX set. Which is why these rings are so good, because they can serve multiple purposes. You can literally use them all the way until the end. And with that is how pretty much new players are going to be able to get strong despite not having the end game GOLLUX set. Please let me know if you have any questions down below, and I will do my best to try and answer them. And yeah, I guess please subscribe if you learned something new today, and as always, happy mapling.